Anyways,
Oh wait, there's Pick'ems. Yeah.
yeah. Anyways, for
No
the
way.
first team that we're going to be choosing, it's Algeria. Last year, they
We got a
resulted
pretty
in a
fresh team.
Relatively new
Yeah.
around the board. They seem to pick up another player though, so that should be helping them in terms of playing in the tournament for sure.
Abdira being the only player still.
Returning from last year.
He is a 2K player, 21-29, which is a pretty solid number. It's about the average for that team. Nad Van List being the top player for the team at 1.4K, however.
Wait, I must say before we get too far into this that yet again the overlay for the stream looks so nice. I gotta say, it looks so crisp.
Thank you.
It got me feeling some kind of way.
Alrighty. Anyway, back to Algeria. Yeah, they have obviously not 3 players, which is usually a pretty big advantage. Now they actually have. They're getting to a full team. Next year they'll have a full team for sure. But
Next
yeah,
year.
4 players is definitely better. Sorry, 5. Wait, hold up. 4 players is better than 3. So,
100%. If there's somebody missing, they won't be able to now have to forfeit the match, which is pretty good.
It helps.
This may be a bit scuffed because we have not looked at all the teams and put our rankings down. But I'll start off. I'll break the ice for everyone. I think that, obviously they have all the new players except for Abdora, which is definitely I think it's good. It's a good change to have new players come onto the scene. But I would say that based off solely what I'm looking at, I honestly really don't know. I would say just because they have limited team players, I'm going to put them at 25th to 32nd, but I could be completely wrong. I think they will qualify, but they won't get too far. That's my opinion.
Depending on the ranks, I do feel like even though they do have another new player, I don't think it's enough that they would get out of qualifiers. It's one of those teams where the 3rd and 4th players are a huge gap compared to the 2nd and 1st, being as the other 2 players are a bit lower. But we can still see some pretty strong differences.
Yeah, with the loss of Demon Kira, I think that's going to probably hinder their team a lot, considering the type of player he is and how he plays now. But I think Algeria probably can qualify, but that would probably turn into some sort of struggle later on in the tournament just because they don't have a full roster and the players and the variety to possibly back up the difficulty of the increasing map sets. So I would probably have to place them, I'll say 25th through 32nd.
Oh no, your turn.
All right, my turn. All right. Well, I mean, Demon Kira left Algeria in the dust to become 3-digit. I don't really remember too much of them from last year. I'm not gonna lie, but I mean, there's going to be 6 teams that don't qualify, so I reckon they'll get there, 25th to 32nd. I mean, there's some weaker teams, definitely. I feel
And before there's a 33rd.
maybe.
Well, in terms of Algeria, well, 2 of them have actually played in the Casual Cup before, which is Nat Vanlis and Abdera. Let's put the spotlight on Nat Vanlis for a bit. Nat Vanlis is a veteran player who can play all mods pretty well, including Hidden, No Mod, Hard Rock, and DT. But when we look at the other players, as you guys say earlier, that's a pretty big gap between the skill sets between them, and I think most of them are have been playing on and off as well. They're not that much active. So they're probably going to be a bit rusty for this qualifier. So I'm going to put them as D and Q.
Yeah. I have seen Blue Steven show up here and there on leaderboards, but very rarely.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that it's really on the line. They could qualify if they put some good practice in, but yeah, that's basically
100%.
what they need to do. They need to put in. I mean, I don't want to pressure them too much or anything, but like, you know, when you have a team like that, I guess you kind of need to put that practice in to really give yourself a shot to qualify, because you know this year is pretty tough. There are a lot of really strong teams, much more variety in terms of strong players and like skill sets than last year. So yeah, this year for Forecast World Cup it's pretty difficult. So they'll definitely have to put in the work, but I think that they do have a chance. Next team? Question mark? That's okay.
All right.
All right, okay.
I
Let's put some
play
elevator
on
music
them.
on then.
Cue the penis music.
Oh,
Boom, boom, cha.
We can just talk about
Boom,
mainly.
boom, boom, cha.
Okay, that's it.
Man, I was starting to vibe.
I mean, we can talk about mainly the map pool. I mean, I do have my own words for it.
Let's
I
hear 'em.
haven't played it enough to have
I mean,
really
for the
any
map
words.
pool, I do feel like it, although I am the map pool tester for it, and I do say it's really well made for qualifiers.